once was a ship that sailed to sea. Yeah, it's working.
Okay. I like how that's how we tested. We'll just sing for a little.
Some sea shanties.
Yeah. You want to start us off today? You know?
I have so much energy to start us off today. I'm just like making sure that it's actually picking up our voices. Which I think it is.
Yeah, because even at the littlest parts, like, even if I'm here and see how it's at little, that's still, like, pretty good.
Okay, cool.
Like, if anything, it might even be, like, too high. Like,
right.
So that's good, and I'm like...
It's gonna be much better than the one before, because I know it was loud.
Yeah. And
welcome back to episode 2 of the STC Studios podcast. My name's Jacob.
I'm Van.
And we're not the whole studio, but we're the best one. No,
yeah, we're definitely the coolest ones. So that's why we're here.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any topics, or are we just freeballing it?
I think we should just kind of freeball it. Okay. I mean, I didn't think there was anything that we really wanted to talk about. Mm-hmm. I do want to talk about 2 things, though.
Okay.
One, why? Why does it have to be snowing right now?
What's wrong with snow?
I'm so sick and tired of the snow.
You live in Colorado.
I know, but I've been living here all my life. I'm sick and tired of the damn snow. I want it to be like December, and then that's it. Just be like, that's done for snow. Like, it could snow every day in December.
It snows in like August here.
Yeah, okay. For anyone who doesn't live in Colorado or who does not have to deal with snow, people who do live in Colorado know how shitty...
like Washington State.
Yes. But I still remember one thing, 100% about why Colorado pisses me off. January 3rd, we had a blizzard, so we couldn't have fireworks on July 4th. That's how bad the blizzard was. It went
this year?
No. It was it was a couple. This was back when I lived in Vail.
Wait, what?
No, this was back when I lived in Vail.
Sorry, last year, not this year.
Yeah. No. But yeah, I just remember that was the most infuriating thing ever.
Fireworks in Vail are probably amazing.
Yeah, they are. Definitely this year we'll go. We'll go down there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Me and Fran have our little hiding spot that we go to. I would release it, but who knows if people will actually show up there.
Yeah, I mean, if Biden, wrangles up this pandemic, which he's not.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll even do fireworks. Like, because they didn't do technically fireworks this last year, but they did in Denver.
Have you noticed how this year there's been so many live things going on that involves fireworks, but every time there's this crazy firework light show, there's always someone who lives right next to where the alleged fireworks show is happening live. They record their screen, and then they turn to the exact spot, and nothing's happening.
Really?
Yeah.
So is it just like editing?
Yeah,
or what?
I think so.
Would you be mad or happy about that?
I'd be pissed.
Really?
Yeah, especially because of how crazy the fireworks looked on TV.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be able to look out your window and be like, yo, that's crazy. that
would be kind of cool, but the good part is then you don't have to, actually deal with the fireworks. Because, let's admit it, sometimes, especially if they're by your house, you're just like, okay, fireworks, can you just be done? I'm done.
I'd rather have gunshots.
Yeah, totally. But no, I feel like a lot of my friends who lived in Avon, which is where most of the fireworks, would go off, they always were just because they do them for maybe an hour and a half, and most people were just can we just go to bed? And they just couldn't because they were just always going off. It was, I just remember so many people telling me they're just we need to shut these things down.
I think the best one I went to, I was probably 8 years old or something. I was really young, but we went to this dude's house. And this dude had a pool table in the middle of his basement, and on that was just $3,000 worth of illegal fireworks.
What?
Yeah. For Virginia.
Oh,
I don't know what the, for everywhere it is. But in Virginia, you can't even have
You can't have fireworks at all.
Shoot bottle rockets off.
Yeah, you can't have fireworks at all here. Like, you can't have bottle rockets. It's completely illegal.
Yeah, because of Denver
Yeah.
International Airport.
But you were here for July 4th, like 2020, right?
I don't think I've ever gone to a fireworks show in Colorado.
Well, this past year, because of COVID and everything, like, no one was out. Or maybe, yeah, it was like when everything was going, like, around or whatever, they didn't have them going on. So everyone... So... Please, can we get a close-up of this? Yes, that is the epitome of a perfect breakfast. No, but they didn't have like an actual show going on. So what they did is everyone went to all like the fireworks shops, which I don't understand how that's possible. Why do you have fireworks shops in a place where it's illegal?
Yeah.
But people were saying from like Lookout Mountain that everywhere across all of Denver was all going up because everyone just went and bought their own, and everyone had their own fireworks show.
That's cool.
Yeah, and people
I remember during the BLM protests, there was a lot of fireworks going on.
Yeah, that was another weird one. Like, especially by the old apartment, like, it was just like every other day.
Definitely by the old apartment, but half the time that was definitely gunshots.
Oh, yeah, that's all. 100%.
Especially my old apartment.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that area wasn't. It wasn't like a. Like,
we
ours.
still live right next to that area.
Like, we don't live far from there. But Lowry,
it's like
we
a
live.
5-minute drive. Like that's
From what, your?
right. From
Your
my
apartment from
place.
here is like less than that.
Right.
But from ours, we're probably like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Which, you know, this place is a lot safer.
And a lot nicer.
Yeah. Except when we first moved into this house, in the first week, we heard, like, I think it was the first, like, actual night the three of us were here, we all heard gunshots. And then, me and Gabby, we went to go to Walmart to get food, and on the way back, everything was blocked off from cops. And we found out there was a shootout, like, you know the ones that are right there? The gated fence? That's where it was.
Wow.
And then...
A gated community.
Yeah. And there was a shootout there. And then, I think like a week later, when I was at her house, Fran and Will said that they heard another one, but it was shotguns instead. Yeah. So we're like, maybe this isn't the safe zone.
Yeah, the
but
one at my old
it.
apartment was a drive-by.
Yeah.
Which, there was a good, like, 15 gunshots that time. But
Yeah.
it was, like, one person. You could tell it was just one gun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, didn't the cops, like, come to your guys' door and be like, hey, someone got shot? Like, I think...
No, that was,
That was another time?
no. I believe someone knocked on the door before Logan and I moved in, and was like, hey, just so you know, the neighbor downstairs was killed or passed away. So, yeah.
Well, the reason that brings up is because remember that one time when I came over to your guys' house and I banged on the door?
Yeah,
and I was
everybody was like, don't fucking do that
you
shit.
guys, I don't think I've ever seen 4 people get so mad at me so quick.
Yeah, and I don't even get mad at you about shit. I'm just like, that's
well, I didn't realize it was like... It was that, like, a thing. Like, I realized you guys were in a shitty neighborhood, but I didn't realize it was, like, that intense.
Plus, it's just, like, half the time, most people don't like cops, and if, I'm pretty sure you said this is the police or some stupid
Yeah, I said this is the police, open up. And then, or, it was either that, or, no, I think I said FBI open up.
Okay.
Or, it was either that or cops. I probably started with cops, and then just went to FBI and started laughing. But yeah,
like, and I was still laughing with you because I know you
had no idea what the hell was
funny. But I also knew that you were embarrassed at that point because, like, oh shit, I fucked up.
I was like, oh, this is not somewhere I could do that.
That was still fairly into the beginning of knowing each other too.
Yeah, that was probably like the second or third time I had ever gone over to that house. Because the first time...
I think you went to the old house.
I've gone to the old house Once.
Once?
Because remember, me and Fran went there,
Right.
and you showed us everything, and then we got to hang out with the cool cat.
Yeah.
I liked him.
I miss him so much. He's still there, with them in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Kubo, the annoying gray one.
I didn't ever see it. I saw that cat when we first walked in. It hissed at me and ran away, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna fuck with you then.
Yeah, he's kind of a douche. He used to, like, I got on his good side eventually because I was just around and stuff, and I would try and pet him. So he would, like, come up and just rub up on my leg. I'd pet him a bit. But before that, I was in the basement with Logan one time, right? And there's 2 doors to that room.
Yeah, wasn't it like the little room and then the big room and then the stairs?
We were in the big room, and the stairs are directly to the right, and that door is right there next to the stairs. And I walk in the line of sight, so say that's the door. I'm like right there in front of you. I turn, look at the door. Kubo's sitting down, looking up at me. I make eye contact with him. He hisses and just runs up the stairs. I was like, what the fuck? You came down to my space,
It's
asshole.
like you did this just to pretty much say fuck you and then walk away.
I was talking to a girl last night on Snapchat about how you really have to earn a cat's love, though.
Oh, 100%.
And I feel like I earned that cat's love. The actual point of that whole story, though, Kubo ran away.
Oh, really? Damn.
I haven't seen him in months now.
Really?
Yeah.
I've had so many cats like run away, but like Bubba was the only one who came back.
But the cat came back the very next day.
No, so I think in my life I've had 7 cats, 7 or 8. You'd have to ask Kels because she always knows the definitive number.
I've never had a cat.
Really? Only dogs?
I had 1 dog, and we ended up having to give it away because everyone was going to school or working.
Oh, so no one had the time.
No one had the time. It was fucked. Like, I felt so bad because it's hard to even train a dog at that point if you're not around to do it.
Yeah.
And it got, like, there was definitely a couple times where we would have to leave her in the crate, we'd get home, and there's just shit everywhere.
Yeah, and that happened to one of my friends. He had 2 dogs, and it was just him and his mom there. And so, like, he had school, and she had work, obviously, so no one was there, so they had to give the 2 away. 2 cutest and, like, friendliest dogs you'll ever meet. But yeah, that's one thing that I'm glad that I like about cats to dogs is like a cat, you don't have to really take care of a cat. Like, even if you don't take care of a cat, like if you leave the door open, the cat's gonna do everything itself. Like, they know how to hunt, they can go shit outside, like they can pretty much take care of themselves.
As long as they have food and water in a litter box.
Yeah, but even then, like, I've had cats who like literally didn't use the litter box inside, didn't like our cat food.
I've had outdoor cats before, but they sketch me out because you never really know if they're going to come back.
Yeah. Bubba was an outdoor cat for like most of his life, and I remember there'd be like days at a time where we just wouldn't see him, and then he would just come back. And
that's how Kubo was.
Yeah.
But
and then one time
they moved to Virginia and he tried to do it. He got lost, I assume.
Probably.
Or worse.
Yeah, or he was like, I'm going to go back to the old house.
Right.
Yeah, I've heard stories of that happening.
That'd be wild.
That happened.
He like made it here.
That'd be insane.
That's a fucking 24-hour drive.
Yeah. Like, well, you can ask Fran. He's had plenty of cats who have like ran away or whatever, and then came back. And then I remember there was like, I forget. You'll have to ask him. He had one cat who was going across the highway, like, cause you know where the park is, Donovan Park.
No.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I don't think we ever have gone there. But like, you know how our house is on this side of the highway, and then there's like the frontage road, highway, and then the other road on the other side. Kinda.
No.
Okay. Well, it was like that, and it's like a pretty, like, decent, but his cat would literally go all the way to this other person's house
Wow.
every, like, week. And then they just, like, were like, I guess you can have him, because he just wouldn't be at their house. And then one time he just showed up back at their house and was like, hey, what's up? And, like, would show up, like, time to time. Yeah. France had some weird-ass cats, but they're all really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to think all cats were the devil.
I could definitely see that.
And then I met Ollie.
Yeah.
Ollie changed everything.
I feel like the thing is like, you meet one good cat, you're just like, if all cats were like this, like every cat, like cats would easily be above dogs, because you don't have to walk them.
Yeah.
You don't have to, training them is literally like, this is where you go to the bathroom. What else do you really need to train a cat to do?
Oh, a cat.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying a dog.
No, a dog, you
dogs.
have to train them to do everything.
Everything.
Yeah. But the thing is, dogs are a little bit smarter, so you can make them do, like, cool stuff. Like, I've seen people have, like, trained their dog to, like, go get them a beer.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it would.
That'd be awesome. Imagine if we could do that here. You're just,
Totally
like, in
could.
your room, and you're just, like, go get me a beer, and runs down, opens the door, and then comes back up. That would be dope.
Yeah. Except our freaking landlord won't let us.
Well, we can't get a cat. We can maybe get a small dog.
Hmm.
So, if you want to take care of a dog...
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know. And it's not our...
Wait, you said a small dog? I can get a fucking Aussie Shepherd?
I think so. I would have to ask, but yeah, we can definitely see. No, but he was telling me that it's not him, it's like the owner of the entire house, so not like our landlord, but like the owner. They just don't want cats. And then I asked him, I was like, is there any reason? He's just like he said 99% of the houses he sells for don't allow cats. Which I don't really understand.
Yeah, it's odd.
Because, like, yes, cat litter can smell really bad, and, like, yes, we have carpet, but there's definitely ways around it.
I think that makes sense, the carpet. Just
Yeah.
because cats like to knead on everything.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, yeah.
But dogs run around fucking
Yeah.
pull shit up too.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like in my life, I've seen more dogs cause chaos than cats.
Same, but I haven't had enough cats for that.
Yeah. Well, like, and think about it, if we had a dog, like, the entire, like, middle floor would be so scratched up. Because
True.
that wood is not, like, real wood.
Yeah.
You could drop a pen on that and it feels like it scratches.
Really?
It feels like it. That's why we always have to lift all the tables and stuff. Like, we can't just, like, oh, we'll just move it into the corner. It's like, pick it up, move it, then drop it. Yeah.
Well, I just do that because
It's easier.
it's just smarter. Like,
Yeah.
there's no reason to drag something across the floor.
Yeah.
Especially wood floor. Or wood floor.
Yeah, our wood floor. But no, I definitely like this house. For me, like, for what we have, like, this is like a perfect house. Like, given, I wish your job was closer, and I wish, like, because, like, everything's, like, right next to us. Like, we have a Walmart that's, what, 2 blocks from us? We have Costco.
We've got Taco Schmel.
Yeah, we have all the stuff.
There's
right
a Wells
over there.
Fargo right next to us, and that's my bank.
Mine's First Bank, so mine's a little bit down the way, but it's never too bad.
But the Wells Fargo, like, I can walk there. It takes me 15, 20 minutes, but
That's not bad.
yeah, for a walk, hell no, it's not. Logan, one night I was trying to go to Dansby's house to hang out with Logan, and I had to walk to Wells Fargo at like 10 p.m.
Oh,
so it was
God.
fairly cold. And that night the winds were really bad. And Logan's calling me. He's like, "Hey man, are you all right? We can like send you a lift right now. Like you don't need to walk."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Dude, I'm 5 minutes away."
I've
Don't
already
worry about
committed.
it.
I've already committed to this
Yeah.
shit. Yeah,
And he called me again and asked again, and I kind of got a little annoyed, so I raised my voice a little bit. He's like, we just don't want you to be walking around in the cold, man. I'm sorry. I'm like, no, dude, it's all good. I'm doing it. I got it. It's all good.
Hopefully soon you'll be able to get a car,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like out of all of us, you might need it like the most at this point.
Probably, but
because like,
I mean, yes. And no.
convince Logan to get you one. Well, he's gonna get his bonus like next month.
Yeah, I just don't know if he's gonna.
Well, he should get a car too.
Yeah, I think he should get a car, but I don't know if he's gonna save that well. He should be able to, just because he's making a good amount of money right now. But
yeah,
Logan likes to spend.
that is also true. I just sent him a location because me and Gabby went to go look at like reptiles because as you know, huh?
I saw the tortoise.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Your eyes wet.
That was so cool. So this store literally just had a tortoise. Like the store was tiny. Like it's literally like from here to maybe your bedroom. Like
it's like the plant shop I went to.
Yeah. But they literally just had this giant tortoise that just walked around the shop. If I can find the clip, I'll put it like somewhere here. Yeah. That's the second thing I wanted to talk about. I love how you kept the sticker on here.
Yeah. I just put it in the back.
Yeah. What kind of plant is this, by the way?
It is.
Do you know?
A long name.
I was gonna say, do you want to look it up on there so we don't? Because I don't want that recording to stop on there.
It's still going.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna check the camera really quick. Okay, you're at 20. I'm gonna just stop them and start them again.
Go for it.
Because both of ours, I know, max out at 30 minutes. And you don't really stop, so I'm not really worried. Oh, but as I was saying, the reason, so I sent Logan it, and we went to, there was like 2 of them that we went to, and they were all like frogs, like turtles, snakes, and like all this cool stuff that I feel like Logan would really like. Mm-hmm. But there was one that we went to, and so it has like 2 shelves or whatever, and we were looking at all like the geckos and stuff. So I'm like looking down, and then I look up, and there was a boa that was right here at the front of the glass. I kid you not, I like jumped back, and I was just like, oh. And I like, you can ask her, I was like shaking, because I was like, I don't like snakes. Like, get these things the fuck away from me. And we also started to walk more down, and there was a frog out of its cage. He was just climbing on outside the glass, and I was like, lady, there's a frog, and she's just like, oh, that happens. I was like, does it happen with the snakes too? Because if it happens with the snakes, I'm getting the fuck out of the store right the fuck now.
I went to one with Cat and Puff at one point while I was here, and there was a guy there who breeds snakes, so he had brought the ones from home and was just like walking around the store with them in his hands, and I'm like, ugh. Yeah,
I'm not a reptile person.
This is called a Pepperomia obtusifolia marble tub. The reason it's a marble is because it's got like marble leaves.
Is that the full name or is there more?
No,
Yeah,
if you want to read it.
that is so weird. Huh.
But he was like, every 2 weeks, water it, and it's gonna look like it needs water, and I was just looking at it, and it does kind of look like it, but he said, fight the urge to water it, or you're gonna kill it.
Yeah.
And I was like, alright, well, I will make sure no one touches it other than me.
Yeah, because I remember when you got that, you're like, no one touched this damn thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the only one. I'm like, done. I'm gonna kill it anyways.
Yeah, I was like, please just don't water it. Like, I know it might look like it needs it, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
I know
It does look cool though. I do like it.
I got it on a Thursday, and when I got it, he said it was fully watered, so...
So is it every 2
other
Thursdays?
Thursday, yeah.
Okay.
So this Thursday coming
Oh, okay.
up.
Yeah, that would make sense. No.
Yes. Yes.
No. Because last week we filmed. So it wouldn't be this Thursday, it'd be next Thursday. Yeah. But I'm glad, like, thank you for getting the plant. I mean, we fulfilled our duty of getting the plant.
All right. I'm gonna get more.
Can you get a bamboo plant that, like,
Maybe.
Because I would love to have one.
Would you want, like, cactuses or anything?
I don't care.
Okay.
Whatever will make this look cool, like...
Because, let me show you this guy's Instagram.
Okay.
He's got, when I went in, he was like, you follow me on Instagram? I was like, no, what is it? And he explained that he basically posts new plants that he gets in the store and just a bunch of
Other stuff. Yeah, I would love to see that. Well, while you're doing that, word from our sponsor. Yes, we have a sponsor. Yes, we do. If you guys want to go check out some amazing merch that goes with hoodies, shirts, hats, etc., you guys can go check out storesdesign.com in the links below. Make a lot of cool stuff. Yes, I'm counting it as a sponsor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's more of a promo.
No, but they're sponsoring us. Yeah.
You know how a sponsor works.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, they sponsored us so we can use those cameras.
Oh, they sponsored the cameras.
Yeah. That's how that goes. But yeah, if you guys want to check that out, links below.
Got some pretty cool stuff.
This is kind of cool. So what? Is it just like a bunch of...
So they have it set up for most sunlight needed at the front of the store and then least at the back.
Should we get one that like doesn't need sunlight then?
Well, this one is a... It can't have direct sunlight and it can't be sitting in the dark.
So perfect for us. That's awesome.
But that's kind of what I was looking for because I was in the middle of the store just kind of looking around. Because I didn't want anything that I needed to put on a windowsill.
Yeah, because that's not going to work very well for us.
Right. Unless I get something smaller, like a cactus.
Yeah.
I had a lot of smaller cacti that we could definitely put up there.
Yeah. Well, because, like, if you look at it, like, it pretty much ends from here and then to you. Like, on that side. So we can definitely put more stuff here. Or eventually we can just do shelves and put stuff on each side.
I would love to put some shelves.
Yeah. Or if we can find out like a better way to utilize that, we could kind of put that thing behind
I was thinking about that.
Because I was like, that would look really good too. Because then we
Even
could
if
put
we got rid of this
and put that
here
there
instead.
Yeah.
We could put the TV on this right
and
here
then
and just swap it.
That is true. I do kind of like having the plant like right here.
But imagine having 9 plants just in each box.
I don't think we need 9.
I think we do. I think we need a forest in this bitch.
Yeah, right? Just behind the cameras too, people are like, yeah, that'd be interesting.
I haven't wanted... So, ever since I moved in with Angelina and Brandon, Angelina loves plants, and she had them all over the house. And every once in a while she'd ask me to like water them while she was gone. And it's so therapeutic, it's so fun, and I love the scenery of just having green plants.
I like it, but I don't have enough like attention span to being like, oh, I need to plant this one, this. I just don't want to.
You mean water this one?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay. I was like, wait,
no.
what?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I would forget about them so quickly, and that they would just like, what are we at? Oh, we're only at 30 minutes? Yeah, this is nice. This is definitely a good one.
Even though it's not very relevant to anyone else.
Oh, it doesn't need to be.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I think that we don't need to necessarily...
We don't need to cater to anyone.
Yeah. I think these can definitely just be like bro conversation.
Yeah, exactly. And then eventually, when we have like guests on and stuff, we can definitely include them.
Yeah.
But, when it's just ones where it's just us, I mean, we don't really need a topic. We can literally just go on about, like, anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. That's never a bad thing.
That's always been our favorite thing about our friendship.
Yeah.
That we just talk for hours.
The amount of times where we've had to, like, be like, oh, I'm going to go do something else, just so we don't sit there for, like, 2 hours. Because we've done that too many times to count.
Yeah, I definitely have found myself being like, all right, I'm gonna go take a shit.
Yeah.
It's like we've been talking for 20 minutes already, and I know we'll keep talking.
Yeah, because we can definitely, especially when we both have stuff to do. Like, usually, like when one of like, especially when you're leaving to work, it's always just like we'll say something and then we'll just keep adding on to it, and then one of us is like, "Oh, you need to go, right?" Like, yeah, we definitely need to.
It's just because I dread work.
Yeah, I think we all do though.
I don't want to go to that shit. No, I'm just kidding. I actually really enjoy my job, but it's
just like it's 'cause it's work. Like, I like the job. I like everything about like everything. It's just the fact I'm like
it's
going
not
to
what
work.
you want to be doing.
Yeah, like I would love to do this every single day.
Yeah.
Like if we could literally get to a point where we could just do a podcast and videos like every day, 100%.
I need to I want to show you a video I saw last night.
Okay.
But the problem with that is I was up all night, and who knows how many videos I liked.
Oh, was it on TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be like a YouTube one. I was like, oh, did you go down a YouTube rabbit hole?
No.
Have you ever? You've done that,
Oh, I
right?
found it. That was fucking easy.
Oh, nice.
The problem is, you have TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Can I just send you this and
Yeah.
then? Because if I try and listen to it.
Oh, it's gonna take it off. Yeah. Yeah, and then when you send it to me, or
I'll
whatever.
Just send you the link.
Okay. Ah.
This man's asking all the right questions.
You know, wait. What is your TikTok?
Stopped.
What?
Sorry about that, guys. For a moment, it stopped recording.
What is your TikTok? Just because
I think it's Jacob Clark 2.
What was Jacob Clark 1 taken?
I think I had another account under Jacob Clark, and I just forgot the
There we
information
go.
or something.
That way now, because I feel like I enjoy sending you stuff anyways. So now that I have you on TikTok, expect
It'll
lot.
be a lot easier
Yeah.
to send me stuff.
Well, because a lot of the time, like, I'm not on TikTok a whole lot, but when I am, I just like to send people stuff. Like, if it happens, you're gonna get it once every, like, 2 days, but you're gonna get, like, 5.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna get like 9.
I'm totally okay with it.
Like, I'm just gonna be sending you conspiracy theories.
So many. Okay, wait. No. Okay. I'm gonna put the clip here.
Election was pretty crazy, but here's some things that will make you question it. Why was Biden denied a military plane to bring him to D.C.?
Why was he denied a federal plane to bring him to D.C. for his inauguration?
I don't know.
Why was the typical song played for a president not played at his inauguration? Why wasn't Biden rendered a 21-gun salute customary to a new incoming president like Trump was the same day? Why was Biden's inauguration streamed live in Spain 10 hours before the scheduled time? Why did Biden remove his hand from the fake Bible where his oath was finished? Why did Biden get sworn in after Kamala, which is unconstitutional? Why did military turn their back when he drove by them instead of saluting them? That's an absolute requirement as a serviceman. Why doesn't Biden have the military launch codes next to him just like Trump did? Why is the Pentagon blocking access to members of the Biden administration? Let me know your thoughts down below. Cheers.
Did they answer? Did anyone answer these?
I'm sure people are speculating why, but no one has the real answers right now.
Huh. That's weird. Well, I mean, you guys just saw it too. If you guys have any answers for those, please let us know, because I'm not a big politics person, because 90% of the time, it's just people who think like they know everything, and they really don't. And like, I know people who, like at work, someone like literally went to, I think it was either associates or a bachelor's in like politics or whatever. I don't know the exact thing.
Right.
But he was telling me so
Political
much.
science or something.
Yeah, I think that was it. But he was telling me shit, and I was like, huh, like, thanks for letting me know, but I'm not gonna remember any of this. But everything he was telling me did I was like, this is kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Because that I feel like that's kind of what politics just is in a nutshell. It's just fucked up.
Yeah, 100%. The biggest issue I see with politics is the amount of hypocrisy. Like, from the people who watch politics to the people who create it.
Yeah.
Like, everybody...
And everyone has their own opinion, and no one wants to admit they're wrong.
Right.
Like, I feel like that's one of the biggest issues, is that everyone's just like, no, I'm never wrong about this, and you are only wrong.
I saw a video last night, and it just, geeked the fuck out of me, because it was this white dude, and he was like, the reason Trump supporters are so pissed off about this election is because the white man is no longer going to be in power. White men created race and created minorities. And I was like, bro, Africans were the original humans.
Yeah.
How did we create race?
Yeah, what?
What? I'm tired. It's just stupid as shit. And
Yeah.
then there's other people. There was a dude talking about a conspiracy theory about March 4th, which is
I remember you telling us
Trump's
about that.
inauguration or whatever, but he stitched it and then goes over and starts making fun of his breathing. He's like, somebody get this man his inhaler. And all this other stuff. I'm like, you Democrats are literally just anything they can fucking make fun of or get at, it's just jab.
It's so ridiculous because I think, you can totally agree with me or disagree with me on this. Right now in America, we are the most divided ever. It's so far that it's just at this point, what the hell do we do?
Well, I just think it's hilarious because conservatives the whole time were trying to explain to these people that they are using you, they are lying to you.
Halt.
Battery's dead.
Oh. Is mine recording still?
Yeah.
Okay. Is the GoPro recording? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
We'll just continue with those.
Yeah. Not really too worried.
One of Biden's biggest points during his entire election was that Trump is ruining our country. He isn't doing anything about the pandemic. He's a fucking horrible piece of shit, right? He said on TV, Trump does not have a plan for this pandemic, and I do. And I will make it right. And then 2 days into his presidency, and he says there is no way to change the trajectory of the pandemic in the next several months because he doesn't have a fucking plan, and he's been lying to everyone for your vote.
Yep. So, cool. Yeah, let's not drop her computer. I like the wink. Also, just so everyone knows, neither of us are Trump or Biden. We don't care.
I found out last night that I think I'm libertarian.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
I don't really either.
Nice.
But I was watching a video of this guy explaining he was a libertarian and then started explaining his views, and I was like, most of that I align with. But I think there was one thing that I was like, no.
I want to put that out there because we both know that no matter what we say, we could get attacked very much for that. Just so everyone knows, we don't care that much.
Yeah,
just
attack us if you want to, assume what you want to, because you're going to anyway.
Yeah.
You're going to have your own opinion. But I, personally, am not going to hate a man because the mainstream media says, oh, orange man bad, orange man racist.
Yeah.
when you have black people saying, well, this is the blackest president we've ever had because orange is the new black.
That's a funny clip. I'll put that in as well.
Which that dude actually passed away.
Really?
Yeah, he was a rapper. He was a very big guy.
When did that happen?
Last year, I think.
Really?
He had some type of illness. Yeah.
Makes sense.
How does that make sense?
I don't know. Just makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I just, illness, COVID, that's kind of where my mind just went.
I hate that this election was based off of
who the person is and
this
not,
man.
Yeah.
And, we don't know anything about this dude. This guy doesn't have any actual plans or documents saying what his plans are going to be.
Yeah.
Anything like that. But because Orange Man bad, this man good. This doesn't make any sense to me.
This one and then Hillary and Trump, it was just who's the worst evil?
Right. And
who's the better evil?
Depending on your views, you
yeah.
know.
I don't know. Me and you have had to deal with so many people who are just the next level. Let's not mention their names. Just such another level where you're I can't agree with you. We both know people.
If I say Trump's name and you almost start crying, you have no space to be talking politics.
Yeah.
No.
I 100%. My thing is that if you can't have a conversation about politics, don't talk about politics.
Right.
I've talked to many people. If you have to yell at them and start just getting angry, you shouldn't be talking about politics.
Last night I had a conversation with this girl at work about politics, and usually I would never.
Yeah, we step away from this.
Right, but she was being a lot nicer to me than usual too, and I think it's because I had a conversation with her. I walked up to her and was like, "Do you not like me because you think I'm a Trump supporter?" She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Cool," because I'm not. I don't like Trump either. I just don't
agree
think
with
he's
him.
a fucking racist bastard. You know.
Yeah. He's
not to
the
mention,
worst person that ever lived.
Everyone thinks, oh, Trump's trying to take away LGBTQ rights. That's bullshit. He is the first president who's pro-LGBTQ.
Yeah.
I don't understand why no one can do their own research and actually look into what Trump has done.
Well, because everyone's research is TikTok.
Or CNN.
Yeah. No one actually does research anymore. It's just oh, this person told me this, so I'm just going to say that, and people are going to be like, oh, they know what they're talking about. But 9% of the time, no one knows what the fuck they're talking about. They're just someone told me, and it has to be correct.
I heard this.
No one fact checks.
Right.
And it's ridiculous.
And I do the same thing. You
Yeah.
know, I obviously don't know everything, and I don't know if everything's true, but I like to speculate, and I like to think logically, you know?
Yeah.
I don't just blindly follow something.
Yeah, it's not...
I'm not a Christian. Well, sorry, Mom. I'm not a Christian anymore just because I don't... I can't sit there and have faith in something that I can't see or taste or smell or... it's so hard.
I grew up in a family where our parents both told us, because obviously they're divorced, they both said to us multiple times,
dude,
you can be in any religion you want. We don't care. We just want you to look into it, be smart about it. Don't follow blindly.
Right.
Me and Kels, we're not religious at all.
Right.
Because we've both looked into many different religions. Hey, maybe this is it. Every time we're low-key cool.
I think Buddhism is the only one
And
that
Buddhism's
I can
not a religion.
kind of align with.
Buddhism's not a religion.
It's not?
Are
you sure?
Mm-hmm. Look it up. It isn't. Look on that.
I could have sworn.
Buddhism is not a religion.
What is it then?
It's a...
a spirituality thing?
I forget what the actual term is, but, it is...
Because that's how I would describe myself. It's more of a spiritual person. But I'm pretty sure Buddhism is the idea that everyone is God. Not everyone is a God, but everyone is connected and is a
Maybe am I thinking? No, it has to be.
I'm pretty sure Buddhism is a religion. Hinduism's a
Oh,
religion.
that's what it was. It's Buddhism is a belief, not like a
Not like
religion,
an organized
but-
religion.
Scholars consider Buddhism as one of the major world religions. Its practice has history been... Okay, then it's just saying. Many
So it
Buddhist
is a
ideas
religion.
and philosophies overlap those of other faiths.
Mhm.
I remember I always heard in school, so maybe I'm stupid.
I remember hearing in school.
Yeah, it was always just like, it's not an actual religion, it's a belief, or it was like a lifestyle or something. But yeah, I could have just
And
said
then
total fucking
Hinduism
bullshit.
is multiple gods.
Yeah.
right?
Personally, I think Hinduism's the closest to like legit, because
Right.
to me, you can't sit there and be like, there's one god. There's only one. I'm like, that's
Is there
fucking
reincarnation in Hinduism?
bullshit. Yes.
Okay.
I think that's what Hinduism is.
Right.
I think that's one of the like main things in it.
I believe in that.
Yeah, I completely like, I don't know if I believe fully into like reincarnation,
Mm-hmm.
but I like that idea more
Yeah.
than heaven or hell.
Think about it.
Hmm.
Energy cannot be
Yeah.
destroyed.
Yeah.
It's got to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know. I saw a video. And I don't, obviously I don't think this is real or whatever, but it's a dude who's like, I got all the answers, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, when you die, you're reincarnated into another body, and,
Yeah.
and you live another life.
Mm-hmm.
But we forget, because if we knew that,
Mm-hmm.
any shitty circumstance we're ever in, we're just gonna kill ourselves to get into a better one.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I could definitely see that.
Mm.
That'd be a very interesting way to think of it. Honestly, that just sounds like a video game.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
which simulation?
Yep. Yep.
Well,
The game is life.
Yeah. Which I mean,
You need to fucking read those books, bro. I know you don't read, but I really think you'd enjoy those books.
how about this? If you can find the audiobook for it, I'll do it. 100%.
I'm sure you could.
If they have it every day at work when I'm on my drive, I will listen to it. I promise you. If you get it, I will do it.
Bet.
Yeah.
I might actually have.
I'm gonna double check cameras again.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's at 25 again.
I don't know.
Because, like, you guys have told me, and also, what's the book called? Just for the people.
The series is called The Game is Life.
Yes. I've been told by him, my sister, and multiple people.
Oh yeah, Kat did read some of it.
Yeah. She's the one who told me that I need to read it. But, for everyone who knows, I don't like reading. I'm not a big reader at all. But, I mean, for anyone who's like me and you watch anime, the whole life is a simulation totally sounds like ReZero. Just gonna put that out there. Not gonna go any more in depth, but that's all I'm gonna say for that. Is there an audiobook for it?
I'm sure you can get an audiobook. I thought maybe I could just like play it off of what I do have on there.
Oh,
but
like
I-
just it reading it itself?
Right.
That
But
would
I just have a copy of it.
After this, I'll text my dad because we have like Kindle and all that stuff. So I'll see if he we have an audiobook thing. So
I
maybe
have Brandon's Audible account, but
Oh, okay. So maybe after this episode you can look.
we would have to buy the books on the
Well, yeah.
yeah
It's not like I'm gonna read them.
right. But I'm saying you still have to pay for them in order to get the audio book.
Well, yeah. So I'll ask my dad to see if he knows any of that stuff because he usually can figure that out. But yeah, I mean it sounds interesting. I would totally be down to do it.
I'm on book 10, and I was
How many are there?
sorry, I finished book 9. Book 10 is
Okay.
still coming out.
So there's 10
I
so
believe
far?
it's the last one. I don't think it's gonna go after that. But
Okay.
I looked it up, and the author was saying he was gonna be done with book 10 by November or December of last year.
And then COVID.
And then COVID, but I'm like, wouldn't you have
Yeah,
more
wouldn't that be
time
easier?
for a writer
Yeah.
to do stuff?
Well,
like
the thing is that he probably has like his draft or whatever done. He just has to send it off, and that's where the issue comes in.
True. But another thing is that he's also working on like 4 other books.
That could also be an issue.
It was just interesting to me because I didn't realize it,
Mhm.
but he says there's like 4 plot lines that he still has to clear up because those books have so many different characters, so
Mhm.
many different plot lines that all intertwine with each other.
Oh, great! Yeah,
Because
this is
there's like 4 different worlds, there's different realities, like it's crazy. I fucking love it.
How long is each book number wise? Probably
I don't know.
100, 200 pages.
It might be 2 to 3.
Oh, great! That's a long time. I mean, I totally respect readers. I just can't do it, huh?
This might just be because it's on my phone and like the font's fairly big, but this is the last page of the 8th book, and there's 1,039 pages.
Let me see how big the font is. Oh yeah, that would make 100%.
Right.
Because that's each paragraph.
Right. Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Well, yeah, but it's not. That's probably what, a third of a page, quarter even maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, 10 out of 10 would recommend to anybody. Like, if you question this reality, you should read those books.
Okay. I mean, I might.
Because there's one thing that is super intriguing to me.
Mm-hmm.
In a simulation world,
Yeah.
they discover how to fly.
Okay.
Okay. And once they unlock that, they come out of the simulation and try it in the reality,
Mm-hmm.
and it works.
Really?
It's like they've unlocked it in their brains.
That would be cool.
Yeah. So I'm
So
like,
it's like
if we
leveling
ever
up.
get to a simulation based society where we
Yeah.
learn from simulations and
Mhm.
growing up in them, which could be what we're doing right fucking now.
It makes so much sense because, as what everyone says when it comes to simulation, look at video games.
Mhm.
Over the past 10 years, it has been a drastic difference.
Mhm.
And so, in 10 years' time from now, who knows? Hence why I brought up the Sword Art Online thing yesterday.
Mhm.
For any of you who don't know, it's about a bunch of characters or people who get trapped in a video game through a headset gear, so it's called nerve gear. So their entire body in
I think
existence,
I've seen the first
episode or two.
episode,
Yeah.
maybe 2 of them.
Yeah.
Actually, my older brother has the video game,
Oh, that would make a lot of
and
sense.
I think I watched him
Yeah.
play that.
So it's pretty much about the main character goes in with all these
He's
other
a fucking
people.
badass.
Yes. Kirito, 10 out of 10.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he's a little overpowered,
Yeah.
but yeah, he's a badass. But people...
He
wow,
works-
my voice
yeah.
just cracked there. That was a bad one. But, so the whole thing is that they go in, and since he's played the game before, because he did it when it was the
Right.
beta, so he already knows everything about the game, and he was the best player in the entire
Yeah.
game already.
He's teaching his friends how to play
yeah.
and stuff.
But they all get trapped in it, and it's if you die in the game, you die in real life,
Yeah.
and then if someone takes off your gear,
You
you
die.
also die.
Or
So
your consciousness stays in.
yeah, but it's if you think of it that way, that 100% could happen.
Mhm.
And also, just for all the other weebs out there, that's supposed to happen in 2022. So I'll see you guys in Minecraft. But yes.
You need to read this book.
Yeah, I'm gonna read the book and I'm gonna jump into it.
There's...
All I'm saying is if they ever come up with a game or an idea that they're we're gonna do a game where you can fully dive in it's in MMORPG, I'm gonna be alright, let's do this. I'm gonna start studying everything from Sword Art Online.
I want to explain a little bit of one of the books to
Go
you.
for it.
I'll try not to ruin it.
Okay.
But, so, this woman starts a company.
Mhm.
and creates a console, a gaming console. She calls it the Magma Crucible or something like that. Or Magma something. Definitely Magma is in there. But it's this insane, like, has the craziest battery in the world, so it never shuts off.
Okay.
It is connected to every single one on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a big grid of the same system. And almost everyone
has one. Okay.
And the way to play it, it's a simulation game. So the way to play it is you would put a piece of tape on your neck.
This literally sounds like the Star Island.
And then you would like lay back and transfer into the game. They find out later on, and the creators know this, that you don't actually need the tape. Everyone thought you needed this like tape. They called it a ticket to get into it. Yeah. But you didn't need it at all. Okay. You would just have to like lay back.
You just had to like really put yourself into it.
The problem is that once people started going in, they would fall asleep at night, and they would transfer into the game, and then they wouldn't wake up.
Oh.
So, see, if I tell you the rest of that then it's gonna like...
Then it's gonna spoil stuff?
Yeah. But that's like the big problem.
Okay.
Is people can't get out.
I think the reason why I want to check this out is because I like Sword Art Online. So all I'm thinking is that, and I'm just like, if it's like that, and then it's already like, I already don't really...
I think that's one of the later books. I think that's like book 6.
Okay.
Book 1 is basically it's...
is it like the fun part? Like everyone's like, oh, this is so cool and stuff? Well, or is it like right off the bat, it's like, this is dark as shit? Because, you know, like in Harry Potter, like the first 2 are like, woohoo, and then everything else is just like, everyone's dying now.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
It's kind of like that. In the beginning, it's pretty woohoo. People are learning how to fly.
Yeah.
You know, they're meditating.
Mm-hmm. And then everything just goes fucking south.
And then in the later books, it's like the real problems start happening.
Okay.
But, like, there's literally one part where a dude blows up an entire world. Because he thinks that everyone is brainwashed in that society or something.
That's awesome. Yeah, 100%. I'll totally start this.
And you know what's crazy about it? Right after he does it, he gets, like, transported to this realm where there's sand everywhere, okay? And there's these domes everywhere.
Wasteland?
Like, yeah, pretty much, but like it's a flat land of sand, and then there's these domes with like orbs in the domes. Yeah. Like Dragon Balls.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? Each orb represents a reality, and he has to watch over like 4 realities that are part of the one that he destroyed. Oh. Because it's connected by a simulation. Off of a simulation, off of a simulation.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
So into depth with like, this is base reality, then they created a simulation of this world, and then in that world they created another simulation of another world, and then in that one they created another simulation of 2 worlds.
And this isn't like a movie series?
It's a book, man.
But like, no one thought like, we should probably turn this into a movie
I'm sure or it will eventually. Because
it's not finished.
That too. But it is that good that I would say if somebody doesn't do it, I will when I'm freaking older.
Yeah, you're like, I will save up the money. I will learn how to do filmmaking.
I'm the biggest fucking fan of this guy. Terry Schott.
Okay.
Or Scott. But it's SCHOTT. So I just say Schott.
Makes sense.
But you don't say Schul.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Scott.
Probably.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Favorite book series. Check it out if you got time. If you're a big reader, I think you'd really enjoy it. And it's just like written really well. Like the description of everything, the characters,
Just everything about it.
Yeah, and it's crazy to me because I remember reading the first book and
Just being hooked.
I was hooked because they would sit there, or he would write about how, how something in real life is this way.
Yeah.
Well, that's because da 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 da. Like he
Oh.
explains crazy shit with simulation theory.
I like when shit like that, because then you're like, you've got something behind this.
Yeah.
Like, you know something I don't, and now I want to know, so I'm going to keep doing this.
Yeah, and I straight up, like, it almost made me become a simulation theorist. Like, I was like,
This is fucked. Huh. Okay.
But I also, like, Elon Musk said there's a 1 in a billion chance that we're in base reality right now.
Is that what he said?
I think so.
I don't know. I thought I heard him say something like, we're like 1 in 100 chance of being in a simulation. Or is that something
would make
completely
sense. That's
else?
like the same thing, just
Yeah.
opposite.
That would make
That
sense.
is not what he said. Yeah.
What are we at time wise?
This hour.
Okay. Do you want to? Is there anything else you want to clear up or talk about?
Do I need to put her name at the end?
Yeah, and then the 2 exclamation points. Make sure you put the capital E.
G.
Yeah. What are we looking up?
I just want to see exactly what he said.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll pull up the clip really quick.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so funny. She's made, why is Elon Musk on my YouTube?
Because you have fucking conspiracy theories from Shane from 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Shane has been cancelled. I love Shane, but
I feel like we could do an entire episode on people getting canceled.
base reality.
That face that is usually covered by her phone.
There's a sort of a philosophic concept that a sufficiently advanced civilization will be able to create a simulation. Yeah, maybe you've answered this before. A simulation.
I've had so many simulation discussions, it's crazy.
Okay.
I love this.
Because in fact, it got to the point where basically every conversation was the AI/simulation conversation. And my brother and I finally agreed that we would ban such conversations if we were ever in a hot tub. And I was like,
If we're ever in a hot tub, we can't talk about simulation theory.
Wait, why?
I don't know.
Right, any sufficiently advanced civilization could create a simulation that's like our existence, and so the theory follows that maybe we're in the simulation. Have you thought about this? And
a lie.
are we?
Even in a hot tub,
No.
so much so it had to be banned from a hot tub.
So much so it had to be banned.
Okay.
It's not the sexiest conversation.
Are we in? Are we in?
I think here's, I'm having like the strongest argument for us being in a simulation, probably being in a simulation, I think is the following. That 40 years ago we had Pong, like 2 rectangles and a dot. That was what games were. Now, 40 years later, we have photorealistic 3D simulations with millions of people playing simultaneously, and it's getting better every year. And soon we'll have virtual reality, augmented reality.
We got it.
This is exactly what I was saying.
Assume any rate of improvement at all, then the games will become indistinguishable from reality. Just indistinguishable. Even if that rate of advancement drops by 1,000 from what it is right now, then you just say, okay, well, let's imagine it's 10,000 years in the future, which is nothing in the evolutionary scale. So given that we're clearly on a trajectory to have games that are indistinguishable from reality, and those games could be played on any set-top box or on a PC or whatever, and there would probably be, billions of such, computers or set-top boxes, it would seem to follow that the odds that we're in base reality is 1 in billions.
1 in billions is what he said.
So
Tell me what's wrong with that argument.
Is the answer yes?
The argument is probably. It's like, is there a flaw in that
I
argument?
mean, someone.
I'm not sure what the error.
No, the argument makes sense. So the assumption then is that somebody beat us to it, and this is a game.
No, there's a 1 in billions chance that this is base reality.
Oh, okay. What do you think?
I don't think he
I think
understands.
it's 1 in billions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that seems to be like clearly what it suggests.
Right.
And actually, I mean, arguably we should hope that that's true, because otherwise, if civilization stops advancing, then that may be due to some calamitous event that erases civilization. So maybe we should be hopeful that this is a simulation, because otherwise,
They could reboot.
well, otherwise, either we're going to create simulations that are indistinguishable from reality, or civilization will cease to exist. Those are the two options.
Nice. Yep. Huh.
So we will either create, like you said, simulations that are as real as this,
Yeah.
or mankind will cease to exist.
I mean, I could definitely see both of those because
You should read these books.
I definitely will. Any final thoughts? Because we're about an hour and we could probably end this.
I like that we started out with cats and dogs
Yeah.
and ended with simulation theory.
Well, just so everyone knows, anyone who's going to be watching us in the future, we're never going to be on one topic for the entire episode.
Yeah, no.
None of our brains can do that. I'm sorry. I know mine can't. You have.
I could, depending on what it is and how much information I know about the
Yeah,
topic.
but I'd rather just talk, to be
Yeah.
honest. But yeah, thank you guys for coming to another STC Studios podcast. Where can they find you?
Jacob Clark at YouTube or on STC Studios.
And of course, you guys can follow me on VanStore77 on Instagram, Twitter, and you can follow me on YouTube on just Van Stores. Make sure to also follow us and everyone on for the STC Studio stuff. Make sure you guys follow the channel because I enjoy doing these. We'll definitely do more videos, podcasts. Our podcast will be coming out every... Did we decide on Saturday or Sunday for these? On posting.
I don't know.
Okay. Should we call it Sunday?
Let's just do Sunday.
Every Sunday, so you guys never miss another one of these. See you guys in the next one. Peace. Bye.
Bet. Bet.
Have a
Bet.
really good.
Hell yeah. I don't feel...